Hey there, and welcome to Brick City Builder. This is going to be an update video, and first I would like to take a moment to thank all the people who have subscribed to us. I was a bit surprised to see that we have well over 200 subscribers, even though we have only 3 videos up so far. So this is our fourth video and our third update, and thanks to everyone else who has liked our videos as well and commented on them. We appreciate any feedback, and we would be more than happy to answer any questions you might have on anything that you see in our videos. So let's get started. Take the camera off the tripod. Now, since this is an update, probably the biggest change is that we have relocated the city within our basement and managed to gain more table space. So we have a third more space than we had before. I think we were 36 square feet. Now we are at 54 square feet. So we've repositioned some things, and we'll be hopefully adding yet another table and gaining even more space. We had to move the city because it was underneath the cooling lines for our central air unit, and we decided we needed to replace the entire HVAC system in the house, so it seemed advisable to get the city out of the way of the workers. So we moved it from a disused workshop area into a disused rec room space. So we've got lots of square footage down here in this area. We've even got a brick fireplace you can see way in the distance over there, like some other more famous Lego City has in its room. But this still is not the final destination for this city. Eventually this rec room space will be used for an O-scale train layout, and you can see the O-scale trains stacked up over there in the distance beyond that stairway. And that area over there, where beyond the stairway and under the stairs, will be the Lego space. The Lego work area will be under the stairs in that hallway area, and the city itself will be just beyond there, where you see all those boxes. And we'll have room for a lot more stuff at that point. So we have been doing a lot of small detail work on the city. We have, what have we done here? We tiled all these sidewalks, as you can see, and we've added some little things. There's a person mailing a letter in a mailbox there. We've added a bunch of mailboxes. We have, let's see, we've added a fountain back here. This area is slowly becoming a park. I think we're going to put some paths and benches and things back here. Now we're still in the same configuration as before, just a larger version of it, and I don't know that that's going to remain the case for much longer. The newest table is turned perpendicular to the other tables, and it extends out a bit more, and that plays into our plan for trains. So when we add the fourth table to this arrangement, we will no doubt turn the other 2 tables so that all the tables are facing the other way, and we'll have a wider space that will allow us to put in urban trains, some sort of light rail setup. So we've also added some more detail here on this sidewalk. Starting to put in flower beds here. We've got the interior of this church. We've redone some things. We've changed out the candles for something that looks a bit better, I think. Added some more gold elements in there, as well as a few more minifigures, and we are just about to start the roof project for this. That's probably the question we get asked the most, is are we going to have a roof on this church? And yes, we are, and it's probably going to be a flat roof using a SNOTS type build with the same panels that form the walls so that it will retain its transparency. And let's see, over here in the library we have begun adding book stacks, bookshelves. We started out doing them with sand green end pieces, and it begins to look like we're going to need a lot more sand green pieces than we actually have available, and I don't think we're going to go to the expense of doing it all in sand green, so we're probably going to switch the design to the blue that you see in the sidewall there, and then we will fill in the top floor and then put the roof in on this as well. And this will have a flat roof but with a large cupola, which will have numerous skylights in it instead of being all glass like the church next to it. Come around down here. Normally I clean out the city from clean out all my son's craziness that he likes to add between videos, but this time I decided I would leave it in. So here we have I think this is one of the giveaway figures from Brickworld 2015 in Chicago. If you bought your tickets through some sort of Living Social, that's what it was, you got a minifigure. So we got a couple of these promotional minifigures, and here I guess he's I don't know if he's supposed to be climbing up or going down, but there's a scorpion up there and he's hanging there with a cat. So my son thinks that's very funny. So we left that, and we've got this person driving this blue car here is under attack by a crab, and mining hats, which are for some reason shining their lights in his face, trying to blind him. So I haven't quite figured that one out yet, but he likes it. We're just going to come along here. Added some more mailboxes. Here's the street. Side street, we've added a lot more street lights. I think we've pretty well illuminated all our streets with non-functional street lights. Hopefully someday we'll have them fully illuminated. We've added a little more street life here. And we've begun doing the rooftop area of this school, although we have not expanded the building yet. We still need to add more to it, which will require taking it off the base plate that it's on. Right now it's on a very old 70s era base plate that, as you can see, has the little dots, which for those of you who are not familiar with 1970s era, pre-minifigure era base plates, Lego used to put white dots on the studs where the buildings were located to mark out the layout of the building. So we have a bunch of those plates from my childhood still sitting here. But we have enough of these gray fences that we'll be able to do a larger building once we get around to it. And then up here, looks like something about this building is attracting all of the pigeons in the whole city to one spot. And I realize these are actually seagulls, but we're pretending they're pigeons, and I'm not sure why they all ended up here, but I would hate to be the maintenance engineer that needed to go up there and repair something on the roof of this building, because it looks like quite a mess with all these birds. Coming down here, I don't think there's really anything new down here other than just more minifigures and the sidewalks all tiled. So one of the bits of craziness that my son has injected into the city lately is sort of plays into the theme we have with all these police vehicles and horseback riders. We've got, what, 6 police cars heading over here. Now, what is that, like 9 or 10 horse-mounted police, and then there are several more back there. We'll zoom in on them. On motorcycle. And they're all sort of heading, and oh, and there's a helicopter there, I forgot about that. they're all sort of heading in this direction. And we even have Coast Guard officers running with even more police. And that is because my son saw the Minions movie, and then after that we had to get the Mega Bloks Minions, which have literally established a beachhead in this Lego city. So that does not mean that that Mega Bloks are coming to town necessarily, but the Lego sharks and alligators and all those Lego police are very concerned about this Mega Bloks incursion into the Lego city. So I thought this was sufficiently funny. I would just leave it because it is kind of cute, and who knows? It may be a permanent little feature in the city. But everything the Mega Bloks Minions are standing on is also Mega Bloks, although the water is of course Lego base plates. So let's see. And here we have our trains are starting to appear. I haven't quite worked out how we're going to do this, but the streets, we may do a double wide street on the front of the city and then accommodate the tracks elsewhere. And we have another bit of a, this was a surprise purchase. I really don't like to have completed kits in the city, although we obviously have two of them right next to each other here, the Blue Train and this Hogwarts Castle, which my wife belongs to an internet moms group where they sell things to each other, sort of like an online garage sale, and someone put this up for sale for a third less than original retail, and it's 100% complete. So actually it's more than 100% complete because they even gave us additional minifigures that weren't part of it, like Hagrid and some other folks. So we built it in an afternoon and had a lot of fun with it. My son, even though he's only 5 years old, he likes to make stop motion films and has his own YouTube channel with those on them. And he's made some stop motion films with this Hogwarts already. And it got me thinking after I set it here, I kind of like the look of it. And with all the cities that now have amusement parks on them with the what is it, the Fairground Mixer and the Ferris wheel, given that there is an actual Harry Potter amusement park down in Florida, I'm starting to think that maybe in the completed layout of the city, we'll have to make some sort of fantasy land and stick this Hogwarts in it. One of the films my son has made with it already has the Scooby-Doo characters having a mystery adventure inside the Hogwarts castle, so we'll kind of continue in that vein with it probably. We'll come down over here. So in the final configuration of this layout of the city, the plan is for these 4 houses and some other houses of different design to move where the Hogwarts castle is right now, as well as where this temporary beach setup is. Although that's becoming somewhat fluid. And we have 2 buildings underway for this spot here. We have a large combination police station courthouse, which will be sort of a justice center. It will not have a jail aspect like most Lego police stations do. I don't really like that. Even though there is a large urban jail in Chicago that would be very easy to model in Lego. Don't think I'm going to go that route. And we also have an apartment building or hotel underway. Haven't decided what it's going to turn out to be in the end. But at that point we will move the school over to where the first 2 houses are, the yellow house and the white house, and slide the tan office building over a little bit. And the Justice Center will go where the red building is, and the apartment building or hotel will go here in the empty space. Let's see, we've sort of assembled the construction workers here to get their briefing on the beginning of these projects. And my son has decided that the Magic School Bus should appear, which, if you used to watch that show, you know that the bus shrinks and grows in different ways. We've got one size of it here, highly reduced, and then an even tinier one way over there at the base of that tan office building. And then the teacher, Miss Frizzle, has become a crab, and much to the woe of some of these construction workers, she's kind of going crazy here, and looks like she's attacking some of them. So there you have it. The big news is the move of the within the basement, and the beginning of some expansion. We're also going to be making that tan office building a little taller. It after looking at it for a while, I decided it's a little proportionally it's a little too short for its width, and it is based on a real building somewhere. So I realized that the real structure is actually a little taller compared to its width. So we'll make that at least a story taller, maybe two. That white building has finally reached its final height of 14 floors. I am 6 feet tall, and at this point I can barely see onto the roof of it to see the details. So to people shorter than me, they can't even see the spaceport up there anymore. So 14 floors is the end for that. That will not remain the tallest building on our city, but it will be for the time being anyway. And I think that's about it. So again, thank you for watching. Please ask us any questions or make any comments. And if you haven't already subscribed, we would appreciate it if you would. And if you are so inclined, please hit the like button. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.